So this is day 40 recap, and here on day 40 we recap day 40 live stream 34. Live stream 34. So we came into the market, we couldn't trade the open due to other commitments, and after having the big drawdown yesterday, big category 10 red day, we decided to come in today and do something a little different, and it worked out okay. But what I'll say is the old habits are still here. The old habits of course, taking these intuition type trades. That habit's still there. But today I came in with this new strategy, and the purpose of this new strategy is to make a couple of trades in an hour, then stop, come back in about an hour, do a couple more, and then stop again. So that's what the new strategy entails. Now, with the new strategy, we came in, we'd have quite a few more trades with this new strategy, of course, but the whole goal is to come in, a couple of trades, stop, a couple of trades, and stop. So we took quite a few trades today. We decided to stick with our two contracts on NQ. Decided to stick with two contracts on NQ, and we can see we've accumulated about 20% of what we lost yesterday. So still got some way to go to recover all of the losses from yesterday, but about 20% or so. So we made a couple of plays that weren't part of the strategy. We made a VWAP play here, close below VWAP breakdown. Also changed that we moved from the 1 minute down to the 30-second chart, just to reduce our risk a little bit, just to have a somewhat tighter stops, use the 30-second chart. So came into the market, made a few trades. Like we see, there are periods where there's no trading at all, and that was a goal. A couple of trades, traded a bit too much through here, just a couple of trades, then stopped for long periods, as we can see here. That was a goal. Start back again, stop for a fairly long period. I shouldn't have been back here, but I was at the charts, took the trade, and I said I would trade the final 30 minutes or so again. Came back a bit early, should have waited for the final 30 minutes over here, but came in, took a trade. In fact, worked in my favor, and the final 30 minutes here, took some trades, and some of them weren't quite setups. Like there was one over here which was a bit of a FOMO, which I was stopped out, went long, and I was stopped out, expecting the continuation. And so old habits are still there. Only thing I'd say is using tighter stops somewhat helps, and those were the trades there. Finally, we have this short over here, which was our final trade, and that hit target, and we had this key level around at 560. You can see prices broke down from 600 to that 60, so 40 points to the downside. So we'll have a look at our statistics here on the trade performance. So on the trade performance here, we'll just generate. As we can see, this was when we were going through some drawdowns here, some teething problems, then eventually started to get on the right side of the market, slowly build our account, and into the close, and that's where we've ended up finally. So it wasn't all smooth sailing, but we got there in the end. If we look at the 30 minutes, you can see here, this would be I think that's around about lunchtime actually. Around about lunchtime, so not normally a good period for me. but somehow we managed to accumulate profit. So there's a final hour. There's 1:30, so that's about, was it 1:30? Or would have been 2:30. With this daylight savings, I'm not sure. Well, this would have been by 11:30, 12, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. These are Eastern Standard Time. So apart from that small loss there, the rest of the time periods were profitable. Finally, we'll go over to the summary page. Here we are. Profit factor 1.41, so it's above 1. There's our gains, there's our losses. Paid quite a lot in commissions, accuracy 54%. Average winner bigger than average loser, that's what we're looking for. Largest winner being bigger than our largest loser, again what we're looking for. So above 50%, average win being bigger than average loss, those are the things that we are looking for here. So just looking to keep this consistency going to next week, and I need to wrap this video up. Finally, in terms of the CF10R, again we didn't trade it today because of scheduling issues. We weren't on our chart. Let's just see what the setups would have been. So there was a setup. There was a setup at would have been 10:14 Eastern Standard Time. $10:14, and it would have been that candle there. So we have this one here. It would have been this one, I believe. So setup there would have been stopped out, and the setup for Ron would have not worked again. So it would have been a tough day for the CF10R 40. Again, this setup would not have worked. Interesting. So a fair few of these setups would not have worked here. The 11:10 would have worked. So a setup through here, that would have actually worked. We came close to my stop, but it would have worked. But the market seemed to be choppy here, so that would have caused some difficulties. Let's see. Now it would have been a really tough day actually, looking at this now. It would have been a really tough day, would have had a lot of losers. Yeah, would have had a lot of losing positions in this tough, grindy, choppy market. CF10R would have had difficulty. Well, it was only going to trade the first hour anyway, so around about here. So it would have been a losing day on CF10R. So we'll just wrap it up there. So we managed to get 20% of our loss that we incurred yesterday back, and we'll continue to see if we can continue to grind back from our losses in the coming week. Thanks for watching.